Okay, hi guys. Mahi, are we on? Okay, hi guys. Elfi Hero Homes here. Welcome to our second Hero Homes Live. Elfi here and Asyraaf is our special guest for today. Heikal is at home recovering from COVID. Hello Asyraaf, how are you?
Hi, I'm Ashraf. I'm good.
Okay, looking nice. Nice
That too,
jacket.
bro. The way I look at the camera, it seems like I've put on at least 20 kg. Bro.
Okay, so thanks for joining us. We now have 8 people live. Is it Mahi? We have 8 people live.
Right.
Thanks for taking time to with us to discuss 2 topics, interesting topics. I hope it's going to be interesting. The topic number 1 we're going to talk about is this recently a foreigner, someone from China,
Yes.
bought 20 units at Canning Hill Piers.
Canning Hill Piers.
Okay.
Correct.
And it's like 20 units, ABSD, if he buys another 10 more, he's planning to buy 10 more units. So it's going to be maybe around 30 units.
total.
Okay.
Yeah.
ABSD is going to be 30 million and people are quite amazed lah.
Yep.
Right? At wow, so
I am
rich.
quite amazed, bro.
Quite amazed,
Yeah.
right? But this is not yes, it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
But when it happens, we want to know what's the reason, what's the impact on the market, etc. Okay, especially for the regular Singaporeans like us.
Correct.
Okay,
Regular Joes.
regular Joe. So Asyraaf is here today also to share his insights. Go deeper into the topic.
All right.
Maybe we can
Sweet.
get some nuggets. Okay,
Can give you some nuggets.
give me some nuggets, bro.
Give me some
Not
nuggets.
chicken nuggets because too much already. Don't eat too much, Okay. So Asyraaf, what do
Yeah.
you think? Maybe share some insights.
Maybe we want to share with the viewers here, those who don't know, what is Canning Hill Piers or why Canning Hill Piers.
Okay.
So basically, Canning Hill Piers is a integrated development.
Right.
So the entire project consists of the residential and it also consists of the commercial.
Okay.
So I think the commercial part is called Canning Hill Square, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
So this project is first a bit technical. The
Technical.
project is
Don't be too boring. Later people don't watch.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
So 2 developers that come together.
Okay.
CapitaLand and CDL.
Okay.
So I think
These are big boys.
big boys,
Big
top
boys.
developers.
Right.
I think CapitaLand developed Ion, Jewel.
Okay. A lot.
A lot. Yeah. So they come together. I think if I'm not wrong, this is their second project together.
Okay.
First one would be Sengkang Grand. But of
Good
course
project to buy.
Of
That
course,
time.
that one is a different ball game lah.
Yeah.
This one is now in Clarke Quay.
Okay.
So what a lot of people don't know is that this what is this Canning Hill Piers took over Liang Court.
Okay. Liang Court, for those too young to remember, there's Kinokuniya.
Media.
A lot of Japanese inspired
Correct.
shops, and there's a lot of
Correct.
Japanese over there at
Correct.
that time. Until
Yeah.
today.
So
Okay.
they en bloc Liang Court,
Liang Court.
developed Canning Hill Piers. Now interestingly, of course it's just next to Clarke Quay. Now interestingly, I just found out that the entire Clarke Quay is also managed by CapitaLand.
Okay. Surprise.
So when you buy Canning Hill Piers, in a way, Canning Hill Piers is like managing that entire area, the commercial space.
Like
Clarke Quay is
neighborhood
known for,
that neighborhood.
Clarke Quay biasa lah, bro.
All right. Okay.
Nightlife,
Nightlife.
Retail, F&B, all this. So
Retail.
it gives you that holistic experience lah.
Living experience.
If you buy Canning Hill Piers,
Okay.
by the Singapore River,
Right.
lifestyle,
Understand.
view.
And for
Atap.
CDL also, it's easy for them to develop lah. So that means if they want to keep things updated, they don't have to ask another developer for apa orang kata tu, like permission and stuff lah. It's all
Correct.
their properties lah.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So I think because of that, it attracts. Or before that, I just recently
Okay.
I spoke to a colleague of ours.
Alright.
You would know who so.
Okay.
So they said, these colleagues of ours, they actually specialize.
Charles
in-
Sulaiman. Okay, never mind.
I think if I'm not wrong,
Okay.
it's Shah or something.
Shah.
So they actually specialize in serving high net worth individuals from
okay.
China.
Wow.
And they shared that it's the thing of these China tycoons. It's their thing that when they buy properties in Singapore, they like to have that view of Marina Bay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Water view. Okay.
I don't know how true lah. I mean, it's just sharing, right? So interestingly as well, Canning Hill Piers has an amenity where I cannot remember what is it called exactly. I think it's
glass
the
something.
Club in the Sky.
Yeah, okay,
something
Club in
like
the
that.
Sky. Okay.
Where it's a huge launch
All right.
where this China businessmen can conduct their meetings, and it has this full glass ceiling, floor to ceiling
Panel.
glass panel with the view of Marina Bay.
Okay, wow.
So I think it's really a winning
Unique,
factor
high-end,
for them,
luxury,
attracting this high net worth
high net
people,
worth.
buyers.
Okay, all right.
So I don't know. It may contribute to why that
The China guy,
businessman bought
businessman bought,
20 units and 10 more.
But having said that, how does it affect the regular? Okay, let's say I want to buy private property. Let's say, wow, I read this piece of news. Then I'm thinking, I don't know how you guys think, the buyers out there. If you have any ideas, any thoughts of this, what do you think will happen to the market because of this China buyer? Any thoughts? Maybe you can share and comment. How many people have we got now? We got 8 people still. Thanks for holding on. Okay, that time double 16 people.
Wow.
Okay,
Right.
but not bad, not bad. Okay. What are your thoughts on this? That will it affect you? Okay, but how will it affect people? What do you think, Ashraf?
Okay, honestly, my opinion would be that it doesn't really affect us, the
Okay,
regular Joe. It
regular
doesn't
Joes,
really affect us, but it could bring a little bit of positivity to the economy.
Okay.
Because, see, he buy 20 units.
Okay.
Layman speaking, he buy
Right.
20 units. He's paying ABST for each and every unit. Last
Right.
time was 20%, now it's 30%.
30%.
I think he's paying millions
30 around,
just in
close to
taxes.
30. Yeah, 30 millions just in taxes.
Only taxes.
How much you pay in tax?
Bro, small only.
Okay, so he's contributing. But
He
what
is
about if
contributing.
I'm a buyer? I want to buy something at let's say I want to buy. I sold my property in Punggol. I want to buy condo. How does that affect me?
I don't think it affects you.
It's like a two totally different
Separate
market,
thing.
right?
It's a separate thing.
So one is luxury.
Correct.
This is in apa ni orang kata tu core central region.
Yes.
Okay.
Especially for Kenny Hill Piers, my opinion lah, because it's very iconic with the facade and the view and everything.
Okay.
I think it appeals to buyers
Okay.
who actually buy without even analyzing percentage profit returns.
Okay.
Just purely buying because they like it.
Right.
Money is another thing.
I see. But okay, if you are buying like over 20 units in this project,
Yeah.
so expensive, one of the highest property markets in the world, Singapore is number 5. That means you have to have a lot of confidence in the market, in the government.
Yes.
You see, foreigners got a lot of confidence in the government. What about you? I hope you do too.
Yeah.
I hope you will also consider buying some properties. Okay.
Yeah.
But like through us. Okay. But like Ashraf said, it won't affect you. The regular Joes out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
It's just to say that there are people coming in. Maybe Singapore won't go into a recession, like what Lawrence Wong said.
Yeah.
But the rich, the reason is quite simple, I think. The rich are coming to Singapore in droves. They're putting a lot of money in Singapore, picking up the PRs, buying all these properties.
Yeah.
But it won't affect you, most of them, because they are buying in the Orchard region, city,
Correct.
The city,
Correct.
Close to the city. Will we see more of these buyers in the coming months, you think?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I remember like Reflections. Last week we were talking about Reflections. There was this tower. Okay. Heikal served one of the billionaires. I think it's a multi-billionaire from Taiwan.
Okay.
So she bought 83 units.
Oh.
Okay. So the story goes, she came home from Batam, and then saw, wow, what a nice tower. Can you imagine? And then after that, spoke to a feng shui master. Then she bought 83 units over there.
So actually, feng shui masters are
Feng shui masters are driving up the property prices.
They could be in fact
They could
property
So
trendsetters.
Yeah, you're right. We are going to talk about property prices in a bit. But having said that, if you are buying a property in outside, again, this will probably again, it's a very unique development. It's really for the ultra rich.
Yeah.
And if they're buying so many properties, it won't affect you lah. Okay.
Correct.
But if you're a Singaporean, if you're buying there, most likely also you won't want to live there in the city lah. CBD, most likely you're probably going to buy something for investment, a studio apartment, a 2-bedder to rent out.
Correct. If you ask me, based on Kenny Hill Piers, if I were to be a buyer, to make money, because I know what kind of I anticipate what kind of buyers would be intrigued to the project, right? I would actually be buying the highest floor unit, with the best views,
right?
Instead of trying to squeeze my way into buying something that can match a certain budget, just so that I can get a level 2 unit, safe. That's not the game. I think I would apply to Canning Hill
Canning
Place.
Hill Place, okay.
Yeah.
Over $3,000 per square foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some questions. Oh, man. Okay, who will stay in these 20 units? Okay, Mr. Shafruddin, who will stay in these 20 units? I would say, no, but maybe he doesn't care. Okay, he won't care. He didn't plan for it. It's just a bulk purchase. But who will stay most likely are tenants, people that are
Expats,
expats,
maybe.
you know, in the CBD area.
Yeah.
Not many units left, and then rental prices so high.
Yeah, it's going up.
Yeah, but I think he won't be renting out. Maybe he's gonna use for his own stay. We don't know.
We don't know,
Right,
lah,
this is
anyways.
ultra rich,
Yeah.
right? And then most likely for investment purpose, for cash flow and all that, I think he's got other more advanced vehicles to play with. But this property is for capital appreciation or just to park money.
Yeah, true.
Okay. And then why would one person actually buy so many units? Again, if you have $1 billion, you got nowhere to put it into. So you have your banks, you put your money for liquidity, maybe in stocks, then property in Singapore, which is a safe asset
In
class.
Singapore.
Although not so liquid, it still protects your money.
Singapore, land, limited land.
Land scarce.
Automatically, housing would be, something that would be limited as well.
Correct.
With the pro-business environment, with the political stability, I think it's quite an interesting factor that drives, foreigners to come to Singapore to invest their money, especially in properties.
Yes. So safe investment, safe asset class.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got 9 people in the YouTube live.
All right.
Thank you very much.
One more.
Again, this is Ashraf with us, discussing about the recent transaction, which is not so shocking actually. There are many transactions like this, and just how it affects us overall.
True.
Okay, this guy most likely he take loan or he pay full. What do you think?
I think I don't know, but I think likely he would be paying in full lah.
In full, why?
To pay so much taxes,
30 million.
I mean, if you buy 1 or 2 properties, you take loan, maybe
lah.
Yeah, maybe.
But this is a different level lah, guys.
20 units, different level lah, bro.
Different level.
Different level.
Okay. Okay. So we got no more questions actually, and then it's almost at the 15 minutes mark. Are we gonna end soon on this topic? Okay. Let's just expand this topic to. So this guy bought Canning Hill Place. Ashraf has said it's a good property to buy.
Yeah.
Okay. $3,000 per square foot. Still, it's quite expensive.
Yes.
How it affects the market? Again, not the mass market, and these are 2 different segments of the market. But what's your most expensive transaction you ever had that you really cannot forget? Ashraf, ask you lah. Ashraf has been in the property market for what?
About
2 years?
year,
2.5 years. Doing quite well. Very good. What's your most expensive transaction, Ashraf?
For myself, I think I've dealt or I've worked with a lot of HDB upgraders.
Okay.
So the transactions are primarily HDB.
Okay.
Of course, with 1 or 2 moving up to private property.
Right.
So most of HDB, when we talk about HDB upgraders, we know that the majority, I'm not saying all, but the majority bulk of HDB upgraders usually works with a certain amount of budget.
Okay, so got
Usually,
budget lah.
There's a budget.
Okay.
Usually about 1.2 to 1.4 mil.
Alright.
This range.
Okay.
So the properties, the highest level of property that they actually we have actually transacted.
Okay.
It's usually around there lah.
Right.
1.4, 1.3.
1.4, 1.3. Not bad. HDB.
HDB upgraders.
HDB upgraders. Personally, for me, it's a $4 million plus property. It's at Ocean Drive at Sentosa. So buyer is a Scottish businessman.
Nice.
Bought from an Indonesian tycoon, a 4-bedder. It's a low floor. It's fantastic. It's like, I can't recall, maybe 7,800 square feet.
Huge,
and that is back in like 2015, 2016. Okay. There are many ultra rich people in Singapore. We don't see. They are just there. But that is not really memorable because it was a very challenging case.
I think for us, in our team, we work primarily with HDB upgraders instead of people who stay in a resale private property, selling their resale property, upgrading from it. We actually, most of our clients actually start off from a HDB.
All right.
So I think in today's market where HDB prices have gone up so high, I think we will go deeper into that later.
Okay.
But because the HDB prices have gone up so high, the gap the price gap between a HDB and a private property is actually not so far off.
Okay.
It's actually within arm's length or
Right.
within arm's reach. So that's why I think for us, because people complain, they say, yeah, HDB market is high, we sell high, we also buy high.
Right.
But that's not the case for everyone, because
Okay.
if you sell high your HDB and you buy a private property, it actually makes it easier for you to move from a HDB to private property. When you
Right.
sell high,
Okay.
gives you more cash profits,
Okay.
easier for you to move.
Okay.
Higher CPF. When you move to a private property, which is growing, technically not say in tandem, but it's both is going up.
Okay.
So it's easier lah if you sell high and you buy a private property.
Right.
And then the next worry that usually comes is if I wait, I sell low, I will buy low. Talking about HDB. I think regardless of the market is at all time high or not, I think that there will always be, if you are downgrading, there will always be a price gap between
HDB and
HDB size. So let's say
property.
both HDB. So let's say a 5-room and you are going to move to a 3-room.
Okay.
Regardless of the market up or down,
Right.
there will always be a price gap.
Okay.
So your profit would be usually still quite safe. Like,
Still
still
quite
make it a safe move.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's about it, man.
Okay, so thanks for the insight. We have 13 views.
Right.
Then the director Mahi is telling me to hype up a bit.
Sorry,
more
Mahi.
more energy.
Right.
But again, this is a topic that is very broad.
Yeah.
Then it's again just somebody buying a property like Canning Hill Pierce over close to $100 million, $85 million to be exact.
Yep.
Don't worry, average Joes like us,
Yeah.
it won't impact the mass market if you're thinking about upgrading to a private condo.
Yep.
But besides that, just plan your finances properly lah.
Very important.
Because sometimes
Very
in the
important.
news, it's really just
Scary lah sometimes.
okay. To be honest, being on the ground versus the news, what you see in the Straits Times, interest rates up lah, prices up. But once you're on the ground, sometimes you see these things 3 months before it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, we are diverting from the subject of this purchase.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's only so much we can talk about it. But what you see in the news nowadays, this it's not fear mongering, but it's just that it's gonna happen. But we've seen it the past 3 months, 6 months. We know interest rates are gonna go up.
Yes.
Prices are gonna go up. Supply and demand. Back in 2017, 2019. 2017 was the en bloc, and then 2019 was the surplus of properties because of the en bloc. There's so many properties in the market, private property. And then all these analysts from NUS, they make books, they go on radio talk shows. Oh, property market is gonna go down.
Yeah.
But look what happened to the market.
2020.
Yeah. What happened to all these analysts that saying the market is gonna go down? I'm not saying that it's good or bad. It's just that remember, sometimes what you read in the news, you cannot give it too much. Don't analyze just that one segment. You have to talk to property agents on the ground. And then make an analysis from there.
True.
You cannot see broad. Last week we were talking about unprofitable condos. Last week.
Yeah.
Now I was thinking like this is very selective statistic.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I pick this, I pick that, I pick that. But actually when you zoom to the 3-bedder, do the 3-bedders make more money, a lot more money? Or reflections at Keppel Bay. The sea view units are actually making money, but the inside units are not. But when you average them up, then everything becomes distorted.
Yeah.
Okay. Any advice for buyers? Okay, do you as property agents know the market price first or depend on the news? How do you determine whether property is going for a profit or loss? Again, property analysis. What do you think? How do you help a client?
Usually for myself or for us lah, we would usually try to analyze a property based on 3 primary factors lah. The first one would be the price, your entry price.
Okay.
Second would be the quality of the condo that you are buying.
All right.
And lastly would be your exit strategy. So let's say, for example, if let's talk about for example Jovel. Okay, Jovel, you are buying in entry price good. Okay, quality okay. Entry price, you would be actually fighting with a few other projects
all
there.
the other 10,
This is just
11
an
projects.
example lah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would do a deeper dive into that before we actually advise a client whether that property is a good buy or not.
Okay.
I don't know. What about
So that's the overview of how you're gonna
Yeah.
select good units or
Correct.
bad units. But let's be honest, you cannot see the market in the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, my example was 2017, 2019, doomsday projections a lot. A lot, no. They make books, you see.
Yeah.
But then suddenly now,
Books.
they make books. They make books, analyze. Okay. Then sekali now, 2022 prices are going up. You see, you cannot control a lot of aspects. There are too many moving parts.
Yeah.
Okay, the government can control, pull here, pull there. But at the end of the day, many external factors. You know, like people like to read stock news or what, but they don't know that at the end of the day, there's just too many things happening. You cannot control. It's like, it's a big casino.
I think all these factors that we have, it stands, these parameter checks that we do, I think it stands as a guide. But we cannot guarantee, but it's a good parameter to use to speculate lah.
Okay, so at least you reduce your risk.
Correct.
Okay, reduce.
Correct. You're right.
Nowadays, don't talk about profits, please. When you talk about property, don't talk about profits. Let's talk about risk management.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Ashraf said, how do we reduce the risk of selling for losses?
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, you're probably gonna live there. You know, it's okay not to make money, but as long as you don't lose your capital, things like that.
Position lah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Mahi, are we going to the second segment? Break. Oh, now we got 11 people down. Okay, but it's okay. I hope that you have, if you got any more questions, please just continue asking, because the next topic that we're going to talk about is closely related to what we are talking about, this foreigner buying and all that. We'll see you in the next segment in a bit. Please stay with us, please. Sacrifice your lunchtime. Thank you.
My job is to make property upgrading easier because property owners just don't know their options. F and Farah. Aspiring condo owners who are not sure if they can afford it because everything is just so expensive.
Wow, simple things like this also now so ex.
See, condo prices also very high.
I don't think we can afford it. Might as just stay here.
You guys are doing okay. Why don't you meet Hero Homes to run through the numbers first, just to be sure? On Zoom. You guys can reserve funds. Nice. Michael and Janet can never agree on anything. Everything confuses them.
Mochi, I watch soccer.
I watch news.
I watch YouTube.
Fashion.
How am I mention it?
Condo please.
Mention it good.
Condo need money. You guys don't have to decide now. Why don't you meet Hero Homes first to run through the numbers in person? Now you guys are 100% sure. John and Seth has been living here for the past 5 years. Now they are looking for the next move.
Wow, we got lucky with this EC.
But do you really think it's enough for retirement?
Why live your retirement through chance? Meet Hero Homes to play your retirement through property. Hero Homes means clarity and confidence in your property strategy. That's why Hero Homes is chosen by over 500 property upgraders since 2016. Meet Hero Homes by clicking on the blue button below.
2 hours
Wait, was it blue?
Yeah, 2 hours. Free.
Free?
Free, yeah.
Okay, click on the link below.
What color?
Blue.
Right.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the second part of Hero Homes Live. We're going to do this weekly, as long as the guests come in. And Elfi, Hero Homes here with Ashraf, back in the studio after a 3 minutes break. Don't know do what, just go outside.
Managed to drink 2 sips of
drink
water,
2
and
sips.
then Mahi say, "Hey, time's up."
Time's up, okay? So Mahi said we were boring. But anyway, so now we got 12 people looking or watching us.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Hi, people.
Hi, 12 people. So the next topic is gonna talk about, what's the next topic? Why property prices are so expensive now.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Ashraf, maybe we can start off with your insights. Okay, as a guy on the ground.
Okay.
What is this true or is this not true?
I think it is. It is true.
Okay.
So when we talk about rising prices in property, there's two types of property lah. First, of course, we have the HDB, and then we also have private properties.
Okay.
Okay, so HDB, we know that last 2 years we were hit by COVID.
Okay.
Okay, COVID, BTO construction delays.
So construction delay.
So a lot of BTO applicants now cancel their BTO, move to resale.
Right.
While supply remains limited.
Okay.
So short supply, high demand.
Understand.
Basically supply and demand lah.
Okay.
Okay, so for HDB prices, yes, it's at all-time high. For private properties, it's in short lah. Private property as well, I think there's a rising cost in terms of material costs.
Okay, material cost, labor cost, geopolitical situation.
Yeah, true. So all these factors are what actually drives up property prices in short.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why didn't all these smart analysts, all these people on CNBC don't foresee all these things? Why? Why all the why do they miss all these things?
For private property, maybe
Private
you wanna
property?
share. For HDB, I think COVID is really unforeseen. Something really unforeseen. And in fact, because of COVID, prices went up in short lah, summarily. Private property, maybe you want to share?
Okay, so for HDB, Ashraf shared that it was construction delays.
Yeah.
Okay. You must remember, okay, in 2020, there were 87, almost close to 80 plus thousand BTO applications.
Yes.
Okay, in 2020.
Correct.
But but in the pipeline in that year, there was only 16,000. So can you imagine the number of applications in 2020 was 80 plus?
Yeah.
And they have inline pipeline is only 16 plus K. 4-5 times, even the government cannot foresee all these things, you see. And if you think that it's not easy as planners, right? Because like you say, COVID is unforeseen. Yeah. It's a black swan event. It's something that people don't see it coming. It just happened. So there is this mismatch between supply and demand.
Correct.
As simple as that.
Correct.
Right? And then of course rising costs and all those things are.
Yeah.
But bottom line is this is one of the reasons why HDB prices increase.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And where do all these buyers go, Ashraf? Where do all these buyers who cannot get a BTO go? So much influx of buyers.
They usually will flood the resale market.
Right.
So 2 years back, if you have a buyer or you are a buyer and your budget, let's say, could buy a 5-room flat, and if you were to have that same budget today, you would only be able to afford a 4-room.
Okay.
Or in fact, a 3-room.
Oh,
So there's really the price jump is really very high.
Very high. Very fast, very high.
Very fast, very high. In 2 years, exponential growth.
Okay.
But I think the government is really doing a good job.
All right.
Because although we don't see the back end of the work,
okay.
Of course, the main thing most of us saw was that last year in December, they announced cooling measures.
Okay.
ABSD as well as the TDSR.
Right.
Framework. Framework. But what a lot of people didn't saw for the HDB was that they are actually planning to launch more BTO supply.
I see.
26,000 flats this year and next year.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
So, but not enough, bro. So, 1 year, the average, okay, in Singapore is around 23,000 people get married every year.
Yes.
23K.
Correct.
This 23K, some of them go to the resale condo section, some of them stay with their parents. But again, if HDB is going to make 26,000, that means
23,000.
23,000.
So total 46 lah.
Oh, total 46. Okay, 46. Okay. It's not bad lah.
Yeah,
not bad
46.
Enough to absorb the market. Okay.
So I think just last February launch, I noticed that there are 6 launches.
6 launches, okay.
The launch particularly in Yishun.
Right.
It's the bigger estate.
Okay.
I think total 900 plus units of flats. So that one, I saw that the waiting time was only 26 months.
Okay. Did they steal the construction materials?
Could
Yishun.
Could be.
Anyway.
Yeah, but then again, the other launches were at 56 months. So
Okay.
still at about 4-5 years.
Right.
But particularly Yishun, 26 months. So this one, that means it's about 2 years, no? You wait for 2 years, you get your keys already. So I think this one would actually help to drive down a little bit of demand in the
Release
resale.
some pressure
A
lah.
bit lah, a bit. So slowly lah, maybe
Okay.
not so drastic, but it will actually bring down property prices a little bit.
HDB resale prices.
HDB resale prices. So this
Okay.
is what I think the government are doing back end. People don't see it.
People don't see it. Yeah.
People don't see it.
Easy to blame. Easy to blame.
Yeah.
But not easy to plan. On the private, again, something that maybe people also don't talk about is, we got a question, Captain Barber. Captain Barber is asking no, this is Crescent Half. Which you think is worth to buy now, jumbo or old condo? Maybe Asyraaf, you want to share?
Captain's Barber, this one, I think yesterday I got passed by.
You got-
I want to cut my hair. I saw Captain's Barber. I don't know whether is it them or not at Tampines.
At Tampines,
But anyway, what's the question again?
The question is, what you think is worth to buy now, jumbo, old condo, or just buy JB?
Oh, okay.
Not JB.
JB, yeah.
Jumbo or old condo? I
Okay.
love both, but not sure what to choose.
Jumbo or old condo?
What will you do right now?
I think it goes down to the objective of why you are buying either.
Okay.
If you are buying, for your own stay, jumbo, of course, definitely you are going for the size.
Size. Okay.
If you are going to buy a jumbo for the sake of investment, you are hoping for capital appreciation. In my opinion lah, I wouldn't advise my clients to do so.
From a
Because
financial perspective.
From a financial
Okay.
perspective. But if you are an aspirational buyer,
Mhm.
you like the space and you want to bring your entire family over, you just like it
Yeah.
and you want it to be your last home, before just sell it off before you retire.
Last
Maybe
home.
okay. Maybe okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Old condos as well. I think if you're buying an old condo is a bit a bit
Haunted.
dynamic.
A bit haunted.
A bit not haunted.
Not haunted, huh?
Not haunted lah.
Some condos look
Can
haunted
buy,
lah.
can
If
buy.
too old lah. Don't buy condo. Don't buy such old condos lah. If possible.
Not the
lah.
super old ones
Yeah.
lah.
If you think you're gonna get for en bloc, it's a risky game to play nowadays. Okay, nowadays. So sorry to cut you,
No
but
problem.
just saying jumbo versus from financial perspective, not a jumbo, okay, but for the size. Something that I like to add on. One of the reasons there was such a high rise of applications in the BTO market is because the people are not into multi-generational living anymore. This is a trend moving forward. Okay. Anyway,
Right.
Captain Barber, yes, thank you for the question. Please keep your questions coming in. We like to answer them. Thank you very much. But all I'm saying is trends have changed. Last time people like to live with their parents, maybe 20 cats, big house and all that, but not anymore. Okay. Maybe one of the reasons is because of COVID, work from home arrangements.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so people say, okay, last time I can leave my parents because 9 hours in a day I'll be outside.
Yeah.
Right? But now maybe not so much because now I get to see my wife fighting, with my mom. I don't like to see.
Yeah.
Right? So
True.
people choose to have live independently. So mothers, parents also is the same thing for people in their 60s. They want their own homes now.
Correct.
Because alamak, last time my son not at home, I still can tahan.
Yeah.
But now he's always at home.
Correct.
So that's why there's a rise in applications, 87,000. And HDB couldn't possibly foresee this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is something to take note of. Okay, for private property market, what do you think? Maybe you just share your insights on the ground private mass market property.
I share how I usually advise clients lah.
Okay.
Again, I think as said in the previous video, I use certain parameters to check whether the condo is a good buy or not, a safe buy or not.
Safe buy.
Yeah, safe buy lah. Safe
Okay.
meaning, of course, we don't look so much at capital appreciation purely.
Okay.
But of course, again, cutting risk lah. I mean, if you say you buy an old condo, you will lose money because market drop or what.
Right.
When that happens, of course, comparing straight to HDB, it will be the same lah. Of
Right.
course, with condo, I think it will be a bit safer lah
Okay.
in a way. But then again, I have to say that of course not all condos make money.
Okay.
Not all condos gives you profits. So regardless you buy an old condo or new condo, I think you have to really know which property you are buying, why you are buying that property.
Okay.
Do all your checks, do a lot of research before you actually enter into it lah.
Okay, so do a lot of research.
Do a lot of research,
And
yeah.
when you're talking about research, not only internet research.
Yes.
Okay. Be go down on the ground,
Yeah.
speak to property agents. No need to sign anything, just speak to them. I
Yeah.
got friends who are like that,
Yeah.
very kiasu, speak to many property agents. Then after that, get a lot of insights, on the ground insights, right?
Yes.
Because online is always one perspective. And sometimes even the writer, the person who's writing, he's not a property agent. He's probably not investor. He lives in a HDB flat, for example. He don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Right? It's just that, I got opinion,
Yeah.
So even for us, what we are saying now, just take that and then a few sources and then
Yeah.
compare.
Compare lah.
Private property market, remember, again, okay, there's a question. How do I decide which will still make a profit and still live comfortably? Okay, again, if you focus on profit alone, it's always a new launch, most likely because of, they call it the first mover advantage.
Yes.
I actually don't want to call it that. It's like the being patient advantage lah. What I'm saying is, because you are patient enough to wait 3 years, you are gonna be paid for it.
Yes.
Okay, so most likely a new launch, you'll make money.
Yes.
BTO, yes, it's just that your lock-in is a lot more longer, but focus on not making losses now.
Correct. I think the concept is the same.
Mm.
If you buy a BTO as
Mm.
compared to buying a resale, you are actually, again, first mover advantage.
First mover, yes.
You're buying at a slightly lower price.
Mm.
I don't say subsidized price because it doesn't work for private property.
Correct.
So slightly lower price,
Mhm.
but when you sell open market,
Okay,
you get a higher, definitely more prospect for profits.
right.
Likewise for new launches,
Mm.
it's the same concept.
So I hope we've answered. I mean, I hope I have answered your question. Crescent half. How do I decide?
Crescent half, yeah.
Most likely a new launch. Again, speak to a few property agents. The newspaper articles. Maybe you also want to read up a bit, not so much. And then how just now he was saying, quality, entry price.
Yeah.
And then what's the last one?
Exit strategy.
Exit strategy. So we can't explain this because it's going to be too short.
Yeah.
But don't talk about profits. Property is a long-term investment. In Singapore, minimum private property you have to hold 3 years because of the sales stamp duty.
Stamp duty.
For HDB, it's 5 years because of the
MOP.
minimum occupation period.
Yes.
So try not to be too short. How to say? Your planning should be more than 7-8 years.
A long-term investment lah.
Yeah, long-term
long-term
investment.
investment,
Just look at the main fundamentals of the property.
Correct.
Most likely with inflation, the
Yes.
property price will increase.
Yep.
But if you're buying older properties, just be careful of the lease decay. Even for private property, look at Mandarin Gardens, caught in a lease decay issue
yeah.
because en bloc never go through a few times.
I think we have a question.
When my friend calculate his finance, he can actually afford landed property terrace instead of condo. Okay. Which do you think is a good buy? Should he be safe and get a condo or risk to get a terrace? The cheapest terrace you can buy is all the 99 years landed properties.
Yes.
If you're talking about the east, you got your Loyang Villas,
Yeah.
you got your Q area, at Bedok South area there.
Correct.
These are all 99 years. And they are relatively affordable.
Yeah.
Right? Price increase also not so much. But again, landed has 2 segments. I would say that if you can afford a landed property, just remember buying the land. But what about the property itself?
I think landed, when we talk about landed, the dynamic is a little bit different. You have to consider
the rats.
the
rats.
the renovation,
Renovation.
the renovation cost,
And
I
orang
think,
minyak.
a lot of other things lah. So
Okay.
a lot of things you have to consider before you get a landed.
Yeah.
If you compare it straight with a condo,
Yeah.
I think the risk is lesser.
Yeah, exactly.
Slightly lah.
100%. Because when you're buying a landed property, there are a lot of miscellaneous costs attached to that landed property. Okay, a lot of things you have to manage it yourself.
On your own.
Again, landed property is not for everyone. In fact, even for a lot of people, they can afford landed property. They don't buy landed property.
Yeah.
Okay, they just buy private properties, condos. Because, like I said, maintenance and pening lah.
Correct.
It's headache lah.
Correct.
Correct. It's not about the money. Okay, so probably consider a condo might be a better choice unless you have the money to rebuild this landed property.
Yep.
Then maybe lah. Rebuild, if you're in Teluk Kurau, rebuild the
All that
terrace,
cost lah. You
make a
have
small condo,
Factor
then
in all
sell.
that cost lah
Yeah.
into your decision making.
So again, condo, so try not to buy too old. Okay, so again, on the subject of rising property prices. Property prices so expensive.
Yep.
Asyraaf, will you buy a property now or would you wait? And how long? How long will you wait?
For myself, I mean, if you ask me, myself,
Ask you already just now.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I have no intentions to move yet. But if someone were to, point a question to me, say whether should I sell my property and buy now, uh, in short, if you don't do it now, then when? So
Okay.
how urgent is your need?
Right.
If you if you say, okay, I want
Let's say I just got married.
okay,
Now, got married.
Okay.
Then I'm thinking of HDB. Should I buy HDB resale now or should I apply for BTO? This is a common question, I think.
yeah. I
What do you think?
generally I would advise clients, especially first time buyers, to go for a BTO. I come from a financial angle.
Right.
It puts you in a better financial position in 5 years to come.
Mm.
And from there, then you move to a resale.
Okay.
Compared to you moving into a resale straight, yes, the timeline is shorter,
Okay.
4 months.
Mm.
But you have to also consider lease decay issues. You still have to consider the renovation,
Right.
again, resale problems lah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think for me, if I were to get married today, I'm married, by the way.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm married lah.
Masih ya?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
just in case.
my wife is one of the 12 viewers. I'm sure she's watching.
Hello.
Now.
He's in the office. He's in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, yeah.
So yeah, I would also apply for a BTO.
Alright.
myself. Yeah.
Okay, so Ashraf will apply for a BTO. If you're a buyer in the private property market, just remember, now there's such a low supply of new launches, right? And developers, they won't bring down their price. No more discounts, like last year. A lot of discounts. Park Clementi's got 23,000, whatever discount. Jovel got discounts. Nowadays, developers, they don't offer as many discounts because they know number of supply is low, right? And then the demand is so high for private properties. So what it means is private properties, new launch, prices won't go down. If you want to buy something, you buy now and then, just stay for a long time.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as flipping. First mover advantage, maybe not.
Yep.
Resale, when talking about a resale condo, trying to buy into those properties that are like Ashraf just now say, there's 3 fundamental things
Yes.
that you have to take note of, which it's too long to discuss here. Try not to buy the smaller developments.
Yeah.
Try to buy more iconic developments.
Yes.
And buy something you like. That's important and affordable because rising interest rates are here. Okay, guys. So just take note of that. One of the contributing. Okay, another question. I saw those landed HDB terrace, like those in Whampoa and Queenstown. Is it worth to buy?
Ooh.
Okay, I feel like how many square feet is it? Like maybe 1,000 plus square feet. It's like a 5-room. Sometimes a 5-room is bigger.
I've never been into one.
Yeah, I've never been inside. I've seen it outside, right? All these old terraces. I don't think it's worth buying. But if you are downgrading from your own landed property, you sell for 5 million, you want to buy this HDB for 1.2 million and you don't care about profits, then just buying if you still want to have that landed feel. But it's the size itself. It's not something that I would buy for that amount of money.
Plus, I think with the age and the current HDB policy, I don't think a lot of younger buyers are able to
You're right.
buy it.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How old are they?
Again, these are subject to lease decay. And I don't think it's worth buying. If you want to buy something at that price point, just buy a resale condo lah, to be honest. Don't buy all these HDB terrace. Okay, which estate should we look out for? Last I know, Canberra was the hype due to going MOP. Again, if you're buying a BTO resale, where will you buy, Ashraf? This person, maybe are you living in the west? In the north?
I think.
Yeah, so that's why you are very familiar with Canberra.
Last time was
You've
hype
served
was
some
going
sellers
to-
in Canberra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
I think a few estates in Canberra have already reached its MOP.
5th year, yes.
Price wise, I think it's still quite okay over there. If you are looking to buy in the east, I think the prices are slightly on a higher price point
Because of the supply or because of the
because
demand?
of the demand. I think.
Okay, because of the demand.
Yeah.
So east is considered like a bit more atas, is it?
I don't know lah. I'm an east sider.
Uh,
I mean, if you consider me to be atas.
yes, we all, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's demand lah. I think a lot of buyers like east side. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't speak for everyone now.
Right. So she was saying Canberra. Is it a good buy? Okay. I was in Canberra. I was driving to Canberra. Then after that, what? It's quite surprising to see that plot of land so fast,
Yeah.
built up. So many new shops, so many new things. Canberra is the newest that you have in the north area, I think.
Yeah.
Yishun also not many BTO 5th year.
Because I think the newer flats in Yishun are not that many.
Not that many.
So
okay.
a lot of the younger buyers who currently now staying with their parents in Yishun are moving to Canberra.
Canberra.
Next best place.
Next best place.
Next
Okay.
best. I think the only problem a lot of people see with Canberra is just the what do you call it? Infrastructure, traveling. So
Okay.
access in and out a bit difficult. You have to pass through Yishun or something like that.
Yes,
to pass
yes,
through
yes.
Yishun to go to
But
Canberra.
now Canberra got the MRT. It's been there for a few years.
Public transport, yeah.
Public transport, a lot
Yeah, that
of
one is
shops,
okay
a
lah.
lot of land. So yes, Canberra, I feel like, is the next best thing to a BTO flat.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of buying something new.
Yep.
Layout, HDB, how to say, it's all the same layout.
All same lah.
All same lah.
All
Huh?
same.
Not like condo, very unique.
Mm.
Yeah. So having said that, again, there's when you're talking about private properties, just buy something based on the fundamentals. Don't look into so much of what's happening in the news. Take care of interest rates are really gonna affect your affordability.
Yep.
If it just goes up 1 percentage point, you'll probably not be able to afford many things.
Yeah.
Okay. Will property prices? Okay. What's your advice to young buyers who are looking for their dream home, Ashraf?
Looking for their dream home.
I'm just probably a HDB.
HDB lah.
HDB.
Okay, my advice would be: do you now have a place to stay? If you do,
A place to stay.
okay,
Okay.
you are currently. I mean, before you buy your dream home, you would be staying somewhere, right?
In the 10 East Coast. Okay.
I mean, that one you need to speak to MP already lah.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, you would be staying somewhere.
Okay.
Either at your in-laws' place or your parents' place.
Okay.
If you could just hold for a little while,
Right.
maybe within the next 1 year, there are speculations. Again, no guarantee.
No guarantee.
But there are speculations where that said that HDB prices may be going down. So if you are first time buyer, especially if you can hold off, just hold off for a while. If you have an urgent need to buy, maybe you no space, house overpopulated, need a you just got married, need a room of your own. Then maybe yes, consider to buy a resale flat now. Depending on what budget you have lah.
Okay. So Ashraf is saying, talking about HDBs, if you can wait a while more,
Yes.
just wait, because we are at an all-time high. Last high was 2013, now
Correct.
2022. If you're buying at a HDB 4 room 500,000, it's gonna go down to 450 maybe.
Correct.
Then you're gonna make a huge loss. Just wait a while. But renting also expensive now, right?
Now it's also
but
on
you're
the
saying
rise,
like
on the
if
rise.
live with parents, okay
With
lah.
parents lah.
Okay, so another question. A very good question. I like this question. Since you mentioned you're an East Sider, what's your take on sub-sale condos, 3-bedder, 2-bedder, 1,500 per square foot? I know which condo you're talking about.
Okay, wait.
Tampines Treasures. I'm betting 1,000, 1,500, 1,600. If you're talking about Tampines, because I can't think of anything. Jovel is gonna be, MOP. Jovel not many units, but most likely yes, Treasures. If you're talking about 1,500, 1,600 per square foot, if sub-sale condos, it's not ready yet, obviously. 1,500, 1,600, profit-wise, you're not going to make money, most likely. There are going to be an influx. Just wait a bit, okay? Treasures, there's going to be a lot of people selling. Okay, once they come in, once they realize how the layouts are not good,
Yeah.
maybe it's going to be so busy. 2,200 units is no joke. Street 11, I've been to Street 11, going in, there's going to be a massive jam. I'm betting you.
Yeah,
Okay?
because it's only one way in.
There's only one way in. So a lot of families will realize this issue and they will probably sell. So just wait a bit. So people will just start selling and they will sell in droves. If you
Yeah.
can wait a bit, please wait. Okay.
Yep.
If you're talking about other sub-sale, I don't know lah, talking about the East. But you can buy, but maybe if you're talking about that specific condo, you should wait a bit.
Yep.
Right? Then people will also realize, last time, go to the show flat, so nice.
Yeah.
And then after that, buy already maybe too small. 900 square feet, 3-bedroom, is too small for a lot of people.
Correct.
Okay. Is it best to get a rental unit while waiting for BTO key? What do you think?
I think again depending on your urgency lah. If you get a rental unit, if you're getting it directly from HDB, I think it's okay.
Can get
Harder, a bit hard.
on the third floor,
A
need
bit
to
hard. Yeah, rental flats directly from HDB a bit hard. Open market, yes you can, but again expensive lah.
Okay. Less profit, wait for more sellers to let go. Yes, bro, you're right.
You're right.
Again, we are talking about this mega development where people are buying, and then they will realize the issues. Then there will be an influx of sellers. Okay. So rentals have increased. Okay. And I think, but it's still worth getting a rental unit. Be quite flexible. Be quite flexible when you are how to say, don't commit yet. If you're buying a HDB, don't commit yet. You're gonna be locked in 5 years.
5 years MOP.
Right? 5 years MOP. So maybe rent a bit, Prices go down a bit, and maybe you can enter.
Yeah.
Okay, private property, just be careful of the properties that you are buying. Some fundamentals, like I've said many times, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Don't, smaller condos, try to avoid too high maintenance fees.
Yeah.
MRT is not so important, to be honest. Last time it was special. MRT was special.
Yep.
You got like red line, green line.
Correct.
But now everywhere also got MRT. Blue line got MRT. There's purple line. There's many, many lines. How many colors are there? Many, many colors.
I also cannot remember.
There's over 100 MRTs.
Yep.
Okay, so don't worry about this. Just fundamentals. Just check us out. Just visit us, talk to us. Then it also depends on what your needs are. Okay. What else is there? Then for HDB. Last week we talked about the HDB multi-million dollar properties.
Yep.
Very expensive. Okay. But again, if you're a HDB seller now, okay, wait. Somebody is asking ground level PTO unit will have difficult for exit strategy. Okay, if you're buying a condo, just take note. If you're buying a condo, if you think that, I love balconies, because HDB no balcony, so now I want to buy private property, so they got balcony, so got balcony. But the balcony actually facing nothing, facing your neighbor, your China neighbor, Then
unless the patio unit is facing like the pool
a pool.
then it's different lah.
If the balcony, if you want to buy a condo, if the balcony has no view, please don't buy.
Yeah.
Number one, you're not going to use it. You're just going to use it to sidar your baju,
Yeah.
to put out your clothes to dry.
Laundry lah.
Laundry. Okay, you're not going to use it. I've seen too many balcony space, the PES space, the private enclosed space.
Yeah.
Then people say, I put zip tie. Okay lah, you put zip tie. I want to see you use. Most likely also you won't use. Okay. So balcony wise, lower level, the problem is always privacy.
Yes.
Okay. If there's a view, lower level, what's the best view? Swimming pool view lah. But the problem is
pool view
lower
lah.
level swimming pool view is a lot of half naked people walking around your balcony.
Can be a little bit noisy on the weekends.
Can be very noisy depending on the profile of the condo.
Yes.
Okay, so difficult for exit strategy, I would say yes, 100%. But we shall see if it's not such a big balcony, if the space is efficient,
Yes.
then maybe a good choice. Jeans lah Crescent half. Okay, don't know who. Okay. What are your dream homes? Ashraf, what your dream home? What's your dream home? If you had all the money in the world, what would you buy?
Honestly, I don't like
Big
houses.
right?
I don't like big houses.
Mm.
I'm not a person who likes to clean up and tidy up the house. My wife can vouch for that. She's watching. She's nodding her head as we speak.
Okay.
So yeah, I like a small intimate space.
Right.
Maybe a
Intimate space.
lah.
Woo!
Okay. So maybe a 2+1 or 3-bedder is just
It's just nice.
Just nice, yeah.
Landed property? Will you
No,
buy
no.
landed property?
I don't think so lah.
Don't think so. If you had all the money in the world, no?
Nope.
If you got, okay, depends on how many kids you got, etc.
Yeah.
Personally, same with Ashraf, I probably go for a 1-bedder or 2-bedder apartment. Balcony with a view.
Balcony,
with a
balcony.
view.
Mm.
Easy to maintain. And anyway, I spend a lot of time outside. I don't spend a lot of time in my house. And nowadays can travel some more.
Yeah.
More power. Okay. So any other question we missed out? Mata sakit, half naked. Yeah, that's true. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially the ECs. Somehow these ECs got a lot more people in the swimming pool.
No, sometimes I know certain condos they have swimming coaches coming over to teach their children swimming and all. So it can be
Really,
a little bit rowdy.
Again, guys, something that people don't talk about is also when you talk about condos, say, I live condo. Okay, it's not. You're talking about status, let's say.
Status lah.
This condo, EC versus proper private property, you can see the difference. You go into the condos, I've seen so many condos, you can see the difference. You can see the quality. You can see the arrangement.
Primarily
You know
is
who's the
quality,
builder, right? So yeah, choose your condos wisely. There are things. Okay, so we got 5 minutes left, and we can wrap up slowly. So on the issue of expensive properties, it could be a new normal for private properties, but it could be strange times for HDB.
Yeah.
Okay. Weigh down if you can HDB.
Yeah.
Private property, just proceed. Take note of your monthly affordability. Okay. Buy something that you want to live there for minimum of 7-8 years.
Yeah. Don't overanalyze.
Don't overanalyze. You overanalyze, you won't take action. Then suddenly 10 years pass, then you'll be thinking, shit.
Yeah.
Wow, why my mother never buy that landed property? Why my father? People like to say all these things. Okay, what
Correct.
looks cheap now will look very expensive in the future. Okay, and Singapore is, don't say expensive, whether it's value for money or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, that is all we have talking about. I hope the discussion has been fruitful. If you have any questions, just email us. Elfi at HeroHomes.sg, Asyraaf at HeroHomes.sg, with your questions on what topics you'd like us to discuss in the next round. Who would you like to us to call? You can call lawyers, bankers, analysts. You can find us Hero Homes on social media. Go to Instagram, HeroHomes.sg.
Recently we are also heavily
Heavy
on
in TikTok. Please support us in TikTok.
So I think Elfi's page is Hero Homes SG.
Yeah, HeroHomes.sg on
myself,
TikTok.
I'm on Homes with Asyraaf lah.
Homes with Asyraaf.
We are a team lah.
On TikTok.
On TikTok.
All right. So that's it for today. Mahi, is it okay? Anything else?
Thanks.
So that's it for today. Thank you all the viewers that has attended. Now 10.
Alright.
Last week higher. So you're not as popular as Wawa.
yeah lah.
So Wawa, please come back. We need you back. Asyraaf is destroying our ratings. Okay. 13. What's that? 132. Oh, okay. 132. I don't know what's that, but take care. Bye.
Right.
See you soon. See you next week for the next round of YouTube Live with Hero Homes. Bye bye.
My job is to make property upgrading easier because property owners just don't know their options. F and Farah. Aspiring condo owners who are not sure if they can afford it because everything is just so expensive.
Wow, simple things like this also now so ex.
See, condo prices also very high.
I don't think we can afford it. Let's just stay here.
You guys are doing okay. Why don't you meet Hero Homes to run through the numbers first just to be sure? On Zoom. See, you guys can afford 6 years of reserve funds. Nice. Michael and Janet can never agree on anything. Everything confuses them.
Mochi, I watch soccer lah.
I watch news.
I watch YouTube.
Fashion.
Kau buy Passionate.
Condo please.
Passionate ke?
Condo ni money. You guys don't have to decide now. Why don't you meet Hero Homes first to run through the numbers in person? Now you guys are 100% sure. John and Seth has been living here for the past 5 years. Now they are looking for the next move.
Wow, we got lucky with this EC.
But do you really think it's enough for retirement?
Why live your retirement through chance? Meet Hero Homes to play your retirement through property. Hero Homes means clarity and confidence in your property strategy. That's why Hero Homes is chosen by over 500 property upgraders since 2016. Meet Hero Homes by clicking on the blue button below.
2 hours lah.
Wait, was it blue?
Yeah, 2 hours. Free.
Free?
Free, yeah.
Okay, click on the link below.
What color?
Blue.